Welcome back to Rise and Grind. We are continuing our 50 state coffee challenge. And here today, I have the other half of Rise and Grind. The reason I always say we instead of usually I, my lovely wife.
And the wife.
So we are going to be trying our Arizona option, which we chose Cortez Coffee Roasters. And man, am I glad we chose them. Our good bud Atticus over there saw that we were ordering one bag of coffee, and we told him we were doing a experiment here, trying coffee roasted in each state. And, he said, hey, if you're going to try one, you might as well try a couple others. And we even got a little drink here before we do any of the coffees in upcoming video that we're going to try for this video. So we're going to tell you a little bit now about Cortez Coffee Roasters.
And Cortez Coffee Roasters bought their first roaster in 1993.
Their sustainability model is called the More Than Fair. And they value the hard work of farmers, and they pay on average 200% more than the current fair trade minimum per pound for the coffee they receive.
And they actually named the farmers on the bag, you told me.
Yes, yeah, real cool. But that is what they call their more than fair system, which, in a world where there's a ton of exploitation out there, that's really cool that they're making sure these farmers who brew this or grow this great coffee that they roast are also taken care of.
Receive proper credit.
Yeah. So they have a sensory analysis team, and they constantly roast cups of their coffee, or they constantly roast and brew cups of their coffees for superb quality. You got to get that quality standard.
And they have coffee for all walks of life.
Their founder, Ron Cortez, is a third-generation coffee farmer. Their mascot was a toucan originally, to highlight the Costa Rican heritage of the company. But nowadays, their mascot is more of Mr. Ron Cortez.
And their first roastery they ever had was in the back of an auto shop.
In 2002, they bought their first commercial roaster, Vitoria Intercommercial, handmade in Spain. A first of its kind, an air roaster that produces unmatched smooth flavor. And yes, it is still in use today.
Oh, wow, really?
In 2002, Kevin Briggs developed their first roaster software. His unique research is incorporated in every roast they do till this day. In 2004 is when the More Than Fair system was created by Ron and Matty Fancha. Matty Fancha is a coffee producer from the African country of Cameroon. As said, the program puts more money and resources back into the hardworking farmers' pockets that grow these fantastic beans. In 2007, Ron met coffee producer Alejo Castro in Costa Rica. His talents at growing coffee transformed the quality of their coffees. Cortez Coffee Roasters is one of the only roasters in the U.S. to use Alejo Castro's beans. In 2009, Rob met Abi from Nepal. He worked with Abi for 7 years to get their first Nepalese bean shipment. Cortez Coffee Roasters is the only U.S. roaster to carry Abi's beans. I thought that's cool, and that's also...
That is very cool.
We're going to be trying some beans from Abi roasted by our good friends at Cortez, so nice. Super excited about that. In 2011, according to their website, Ron's daughters are born and introduced to coffee at 2. Also, his son Patrick joins the team and roasts his first batch at just 13 years old. It reminds me... I used to know a guy who was a beer brewer in Sacramento, and his 13-year-old son would help him brew some of the beer, which I thought was really cool. Of course, he didn't get to try it. He's not over 21, but I mean, it's pretty cool to think by the time that kid is 21, he'll have more experience than the average person will. So it's always cool to see, families teaching their traits to their trades to their kids, to carry on that legacy that is so important. So as I would like to say, that's really cool beans, Patrick, that you're already brewing coffee or roasting coffee at 13. Cool beans, as I would like to say. In 2014, Cortez goes retail. That's right. Till 2014, they only did wholesale. Once they went retail, the brand and the culture of Cortez Coffee Roasters bloomed like a flower on the cactus in an Arizona desert.
Poetic.
In 2018, Cortez Coffee Roasters expands to roasting cocoa and cacao. I hope I said that right.
Cocoa, I think.
Cocoa or cacao, one of those, and starts making chocolate. This was the start of their cocoa project or cacao project.
Cacao, there we go.
Cacao project.
Americans, apologies.
Their cacao project, Midge Chocolate. In 2020, as we all know, COVID came to America. And when that came, many businesses were forced to shut down, and it stymied a lot of the business they had. It put several businesses out of business, period. So if you wanted to survive, like many retail places, you had to go online. Mm-hmm. So in 2020 is when they basically went online. So now they ship to all 50 states. Hence why we are drinking it here in the beautiful state of California. So really cool that you can get it in any state. In 2022, Cortez Coffee Roasters purchased farmland in Naranjo, Costa Rica, to control the whole process from the farm to the cup that you eventually sip it in.
Now, you might have noticed that we have 2 glasses here instead of 2 coffee mugs, because today we are trying the other side of coffee, a proprietary blend of coffee berries, coffee fruit, coffee beans, and only 30 milligrams of caffeine, 80% less caffeine than your standard cup of coffee for those caffeine sensitive. It is vegan, keto friendly, gluten free, and 20 calories a can. Let's crack this bad boy open, will you?
Yes, miss.
Now, is it carbonated?
Ooh, it smells really refreshing. Take a whiff of that.
That is lovely, and from concentrate. Lovely.
All right, so I will pour us.
Oh, interesting. I mean, it is coffee.
Got to shake well. I was supposed to shake this. I apologize.
Looks the same to me.
That looks the same to me. All right. So, we are about to try the other side of coffee by our good friends at Cortez Coffee Roasters.
Thank you, guys.
And once again, before we take a sip, special cheers to you, Atticus, for sending this for us to try.
Let's smell.
All right. That is good.
Tastes like fruit juice and coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. The slightest little coffee hint.
More fruit than anything.
Very more fruit than anything. But, like I said, you know, if you want to drink something with a little bit of caffeine, you're caffeine sensitive, and you're not huge on the taste of coffee to begin with, this is a great option for you because the coffee taste is very, very minuscule light on this, and it just, honestly, it tastes kind of like a Propel or one of those waters that hydrate you or something like that. So once again, cheers to our friends over at Cortez Coffee Roasters. This is one part of what looks like it's going to be 6 parts. Yes, 6 parts. So we are super excited about this, and it's going to be a little bit before we get on to the state of Arkansas. So cheers to you, Arizona.